The pole-assisted single leg deadlift is exactly the same as the single leg deadlift that I've shown in other videos. I coach and cue it in the exact same way. The only difference is obviously now that we're holding on to something, right? And this has a twofold benefit. One, if someone is really struggling with balance and they just can't get that single leg pattern down because they're struggling and falling all over the place, the pole is there. And the second application is for a little bit more isolation, because when you can really isolate the muscles or the structures that you're working, obviously we can have more stimulus for them, therefore more growth, more strength, etc. Right? So the cues are exactly the same. What I like to do is set up on the side of a pole. Now a wall works well, but I find the pole is quite nice because what I like to do is actually, rather than gripping the pole like this, I like to just press into it. Hereby, if I press into it, I'm getting that lat working a little bit if I keep my arms straight. That way, as I go down, I can then stabilize myself and also hit that right glute a little bit better. As opposed to if I'm gripping here, I'm holding, it might throw me off a little bit, it might hold the position a little bit, yeah? So pretend that just like with a single leg deadlift, you've got two dumbbells and you're going down at the same time, except this hand is just sliding up and down the pole. So quick refresher on cues, I'll go through some reps and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm using this back leg to guide what's happening in terms of the movement. As long as this leg keeps going back, my upper body will naturally tip forward and I don't have to think about anything else. As soon as this leg stops going up, I stop going down. As simple as that. And that's the way that we keep it through true hip movement as opposed to getting spinal extension and flexion in there. Now lats obviously on, breath and brace is there, and we're just smooth going down and up. And even with this lighter weight, I'm getting a lot of glutes. So we want to keep the hips square, controlled rhythm down and up, and I want you to think about loading up those glutes. If you feel just the hamstring, try bending the knee a little bit more. If you feel the quads, you've bent the knee too much. Yeah? A common one is we'll only feel hamstring with this when it can be a super powerful glute stimulus. So make sure that knee has adequate bend so you can get into the glutes as well. But that is the pole-assisted single leg deadlift. Give this one a go and enjoy the butt burn.